All right, thanks for holding, Nick. And this is Nick, right? With CarShield? Okay.
You're right.
All right, so yeah, if I left them a message, so I mean, they pretty much told you what I said. And also you know, the moving parts that you guys have when I got this plan, and I was really recruited by you guys. I mean, you guys called me quite a few times before I decided to go ahead and give a try. But then for someone to tell me I have coverage, but they want me to spend my money in order to have the engine broke down for the diagnosis that the auto company had said that they feel is wrong with it after they did the analysis. That makes no sense to me. That's a lot of moving parts. And then I go online and I see a lot of this that you guys are doing. I call the number that's on my plan, and instead of talking to CarShield, I'm actually talking to Auto Shield, which gives me the spiel about how they speak for you guys and how you work and all that. So I'm not very happy about what I'm seeing. And so I've already told her what my next move is. And I asked to speak to a supervisor earlier today just to get their point of view before my next move.
I understand. So a couple of things. I mean, number one, American Auto Shield. I understand if it was overlooked during the sales call. It is required by our salespeople to let you know that all of our policies are administered. Basically, they're written by American Auto Shield. They're the claims department. They make all the decisions on all the stuff. They do all the payouts. CarShields is just the marketing company. We do say it in our sales recap is on all over our contracts that we do send out there. So I mean, I completely understand because most of the time people are not reading their contracts. I get it. But anytime you're dealing with somebody in the claims department or anything like that, or anything that has to do with the claim, that's somebody from American Auto Shield. That's number one. Number two is, as far as the teardowns go, now American Auto Shield strictly goes by what's in the contract, and they have to have a cause of failure. If they don't have a cause of failure and like evidence for the cause of failure, they will not sign off on a payout. And that's why they require, like when stuff is internal, like in an engine issue, they require a teardown. Now, it's up to the shop if they want to have the customer pay up front, because they do, so they pay for the teardowns at the end if it's an approved claim. Now, some shops, they say, well, sorry, you have to pay up front for it, and we can't do anything about that. American Auto Shield will not pay for teardowns up front because in the end, if it's in a denial on the claim, they won't pay for anything. So I can understand where you're coming from. You don't want to have to pay for money up front, and you don't even know if there's going to be an approved claim. I get that. The downside is that American Auto Shield will not sign off on this unless they have evidence for the cause of failure. They just can't take the shop's word for it.
Well, I can tell you this: I'm very versed with contracts, and I remember what people send me, and the conversation that you guys had can be easily brought. If you guys say you recording and you don't have it, believe me, I can get the conversation. American Auto was never brought in, and these type of clauses were never talked about. To sell somebody something after the fact, you're not showing a person the contract and the terms beforehand for them to make. So that what you're doing, it's what I would call is a lot of moving parts. And so no, that was never done. So I think the public should know that.
So I can.
No, you don't need to send it to me now.
I can redo your sales call for you. I mean, because again, they're not required to tell you about teardowns unless you specifically say, hey, I want you to go through the contract for me and with me here on the phone. Our salespeople are not required to tell you that. What they are required to tell you is that your policy is through American Auto Shield of Colorado. It's the gold policy. I mean, it's part of their sales recap. They're required to tell you that. I can definitely go back and check your sales call.
Well, you don't have to do that. We're gonna do that on our own. We have our way of doing that. We have our way of doing that.
As far as the teardowns go, though, they're not required to explain that to you unless you specifically ask them to go through the contract with you. And that's why we do send out the contract for you to review it for the first 30 days. If you have any questions about it, you can just give us a call. If you don't like something about it, you can get a full refund during the first 30 days.
Well, what I'm telling you is that we're gonna put this in the general public, because first of all, this is after the fact. It's not the way that happened. The transaction didn't happen that way. And I didn't say anything about a tear down. It was told to the mechanic at Pep Boys. So the customer would never even know anything about
Right.
that unless it was distributed into that. And so basically the history of what I'm seeing with CarShield, now all of a sudden so all these moving parts have to be looked at. You know, for customers to be paying.
I mean, sir, I'm more than happy to review your sales call for
No,
you.
it's
Like I
okay.
said,
No, it's
we're
okay.
Required,
We're like,
we're required to tell you and inform you.
I've
about
already
American
told
Auto Shield,
them what
and
my
it's
next
all over
move
your
is.
contract as
What
well.
I'm saying is I've already told them, and that's my next move. So if you're calling to enforce that, there's nothing else we have to say. I'm definitely going to.
I'm not calling to enforce anything. I'm just letting you know. I mean, again, you requested to speak to a supervisor. I'm trying to explain the teardowns and trying to explain your concerns here. If you have a concern that you were not told about American Auto Shield on your sales call, I mean, I can more than help. I'm more than willing to review
That's
it.
after the fact now.
I mean,
It's after the
I'm
fact.
just letting you know that the administrators of your policies are American Auto Shield. Like,
Yeah,
they handled the claims. They're the ones who wrote these
Yeah,
policies.
you guys are telling me that right
CarShield
now.
is just a
You guys are
marketing
telling
company.
me that right now. And so, like I said before, what this book says that was sent to me has no variance what's about for me to call American Auto Shield. It says to call CarShield. So we're not going to get into a dispute about it. We're just going to make this thing public so that people that are having problems with CarShield serving as another trade name, they need to know this, because this is very it's very fraudulent.
Sir,
No matter what you think.
Look at our commercials on look at our commercials on TV. On every single commercial on there, they say that all of our policies are administered by American Auto Shield. It's on there.
Like I said
It's on
before,
every single one of the contracts.
what you guys are
look
doing,
look at the contract.
what you guys are
The
doing is
administrators are
deceptive.
American Auto Shield.
What you guys are doing is deceptive, and we let the authorities deal with that. I just feel
Absolutely
not
not.
only
I mean,
did I have
again,
the
sir,
issue.
I'm trying to help
Not,
you out.
no, you're not helping me out. Not only did I have the problem, but thousands of other people are having that problem. So that's something that the company has to either do something better, take responsibility and accountability, and I'm the guy to do that. So I'm just giving you guys a notice to let you know. I'm pretty sure you're starting to see the stuff that I have online and the platform that I have online. It's very deceptive. I was a customer. I paid my money. I'm getting calls from people saying every time I talk to you guys, it's all recorded. Like you're recording, it's all recorded. So I don't have a reason to tell you something that's not that. So I'm going to leave it at that. And I'll talk to Pep Boys tomorrow and let them know that I'm going to move on.
Yeah, I mean, like, let me ask you a question, though. I can understand you got to do what you got to do.
I will.
But let me ask you a question, though. I mean, if you were running a vehicle service protection company, okay, and you are paying out $5,000 engines, $3,500 transmissions, when you have a claim come in and the shop just says, hey, they need a transmission, are you going to ask for evidence for that, or are you just going to take the shop's word for it?
Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to ask evidence for it.
That every single shop is definitely honest, and
Like I said,
everybody out there is not willing to make a buck?
Pep Boys has been around longer than you guys. Pep Boys has been around longer than you guys.
Evidence for it, though.
Pep Boys have been around longer than you have. You guys are making requests. You guys are making requests for a customer to spend money on an insurance policy. It is not ethical at all. So I'm going to leave it at that. You can't sell me, buddy. Like I said, you can't sell me. I'm just giving you guys a courtesy call to let you know when you do see that.
You're breaking up a lot here. I can barely hear you.
Like I said, I'm giving you guys a courtesy call to let you know why my complaint is going to move forward. It is not right, not just for me, but for the customers that I've seen that go through the same exact thing. So everybody can't be wrong. And if the company is doing these kind of deceptive measures, then there's a law for that. So I'm just letting you know that.
Nothing deceptive about it.
Okay, well, we're going to see.
Okay, sir.
We're going to see.
Highly suggest reading your contract. Highly suggest reading your contract.
We understand that.
I will email you a copy.
I don't need anything else from you guys.
I will email you a copy.
You can let them know that I'm canceling. I'm
suggest
canceling
you
my membership, and I'm moving forward with the Department of Justice and everything else that I have at my disposal. This is wrong. It's deceptive. We're tired of companies doing what you're doing.
Do whatever you have to do.
I will.
I'm just letting you know.
I will.
If you
Thank you.
want this claim to move forward, you have
No,
to.
the claim can't move forward because you guys aren't moving it forward. You're making
excuses. And then they have to have a cause of failure and evidence for it.
They've done all of that. They've given you everything that you asked for, and then you ask for something else. You don't.
I don't see it.
Nobody ever tells.
On there. I mean, if they uploaded it right now, I don't see it on there. Because again, CarShield doesn't handle these claims. I'm letting you know that. You're talking to supervisor at CarShield. You have. If you're saying that they've already submitted stuff, then you got to talk to American Auto.
Oh, I have
Like
to talk
said,
to American Auto.
They're the administrator.
Oh, and so I'm
They
paying
handle the
CarShield, so I have to go after this now. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Sir, I don't hate.
These guys are a joke. They are a freaking joke. They are a joke. They have to have laws against this kind of deception. Enough is enough. You know, everything's going up in the world. You got companies hiding behind different veils, pushing the responsibility of what they have sold to another company. So it's now up to the customer to find out who's the liable person. No more. This is the overlooked justice that we have to go after to hold these companies responsible. All these companies out here that are telling you to put reviews on, but the reviews have to be censored, so you can't talk about that. These are the type of firms that are working in behalf of this fraudulent. You can't tell a person that they can write their experience of a review, but yet they can't say what really happened. Enough is enough. The voice of the people must prevail. Overlook justice, your voice uncensored.